Well, you know what motivates me to stay up late and then, of course, motivates me to get up early is because we get to learn a lot on breakfast television. And today, we have a really important live eye. In fact, we all know the benefits of physical activity for everybody, but for someone who has a spinal cord injury, it is pretty much critical to prevent a number of other problems. We're going to tell you all about the Physical Activity Resource Center and the benefits of exercise for people with spinal cord injuries coming up next on BT. Stay with us. You know, physical activity is so important for everyone, Jocelyn. We're here at the Physical Activity Research Center because it's all about learning the effects of exercise on people with spinal cord injuries, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so how many people have spinal cord injuries?
So it's estimated that there's 86,000 people with spinal cord injuries, both from trauma, like an injury, and from disease in Canada.
Now, we've got a couple of people working out. We've got Kristen, we've also got Richard in the back there working out. Again, what kinds of benefits do people with spinal cord injuries specifically have with respect to exercise? I mean, it's not just about losing weight.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, spinal cord injury not only affects your mobility, but it affects your circulatory system and how you breathe. It affects the health of your skin. And all of these complications can be assisted by physical activity, by getting your circulation flowing better, by of course, helping keep weight in a healthy range. And by getting your body moving so that your bone density is healthier.
And reduces the cost to the healthcare system later because you're preventing potentially some of these complications. Are most of these complications preventable because of the exercise then?
Many of them, the severity can be reduced as a result of physical activity. And so we like to promote it and have gyms like Park so that people can get very involved in being the healthiest person they can be after a spinal cord injury.
Well, we're going to learn about the benefits of having specific equipment for people that have spinal cord injuries at a place like Park. You can help, by the way. Go to their website for more details. Of course, funding is always needed, whether you're a big corporation, Jody, or if you're just somebody that just wants to make a donation. Check out their website for more details on the good work they do here in our community. Yeah, thanks very much, Jody, here at the Physical Activity Research Center. Megan, obviously we've got some people that are working out here this morning. Tell us a little bit about the people that use this center.
So we have about 72 participants with spinal cord injury that are currently using the facility. We also have over 35 volunteers who are students learning from the participants and helping to facilitate the exercise with them. As well, secondary health concerns for spinal cord injury can be a really big burden on our economy. It's $2.6 billion annually. So we're working really hard to break down those.
And we're going to talk about how this equipment is adapted coming up a little bit later with John, who is working out very hard on his bicep curls right now. But how did this center come to be? Because it seems to me there is such a need for a center like this.
Yeah, it was a wonderful collaboration of ICORD, GF Strong Rehabilitation Center, UBC Kinesiology, and these people came together with this vision, and this is what we ended up with.
Excellent. And the point is that we can learn about what people need and also the impact of exercise on spinal cord injury, correct?
Right. It's true. And we started it all with just a couple initial grants to buy the equipment, and then the operations from a private donor and our gala, fundraising gala, but unfortunately we're running out, and we'd really like to see this program continue.
And there's a big information session free to the public happening on Monday.
Yes, ICORD will be showcasing all of the wonderful things that we're doing here. It's on Monday. It's free. You can find it on our webpage.
Excellent. More details, of course, check out the ICORD webpage. We're going to learn more about the specialized equipment they're back at the station a little bit later, and also the impact on self-esteem and the sense of community that people get here at Park. And one of the great things about the Physical Activity Research Center is the specialized, accessible equipment that makes working out for someone who has a spinal cord injury just a little bit easier. We've got details on this equipment and how it helps up next. Stay with us, you're watching BT. Exactly, and the equipment is really half the battle, especially for somebody that has a spinal cord injury. But John, clearly you've been working out for years, so you've worked out in other places before. What's different about this spot?
Well, primarily it's the accessibility of it. You know, in the public gyms that you go to, community centers, they don't really have that same level of accessibility. And then you've also got the volunteers and the people that work here who can help you out and just, you know, make it easier to get in and out of the machines and little adaptations that we have to make it more accessible.
And obviously we've still got Kirsten, we've got Richard working out right now, and we saw just before the break that he was being assisted into that equipment, and that is something that is available for people here, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got some great volunteers that work here and help out for people getting in and out. But on other machines like this, you don't need any assistance at all. You can just wheel right in and start exercising. Now this is a great one of the adapted machines where you can do straight from a press up. And then with the interface that it has, you just switch hold on one sec. Switch it around, and you can go straight from a push up to a pull down, and do a change of exercise.
Change of exercise. Now you also have something like this that helps somebody, because you might have different kind of mobility issues depending on your specific spinal cord injury, right?
For me, my one hand doesn't work very well, so one of these small pieces of adaptive equipment, simply a wristband with a bit of a hook attachment, and when you're doing a pull down exercise, it helps you to keep a good grip.
And the sense of community that's available here, I mean, it's hard enough for anybody to be motivated to go to the gym, let's face it. Just having the equipment doesn't mean you're going.
No, never. No. Yeah, well, we've got, like I said, great volunteers, a great sense of community here. People generally do have, body image issues going to the gym, no matter what your ability level. So when you're coming here with a mobility issue, having that sort of level playing field amongst everybody that has a disability, it just makes it more inclusive and a good community.
And it's free for people to come here if they have a spinal cord injury and they need a place to work out. But that means they need funding, Jody. For more details on Park and, of course, iCord, you can go to the website coming up on your screen. Not to mention they also have a great free event happening on Monday. Those details available there as well. We're talking about the importance of physical activity and the fact that they have such specialized equipment here. By the way, Richard Peter, 3-time gold medalist, 5 games. Let's show that medal up nice and close there we go. Which medal is that from there, Richard?
Actually, this is the one from London in 2012.
Excellent. Yeah. You got up early at 4 o'clock in the morning the other day to watch the hockey game, of course.
I was supporting all the with the rest of the Canadians out there watching the hockey game. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, we've been talking, obviously, about the importance for physical activity for everybody, but especially for people that have a spinal cord injury. If anyone out there is watching and they're just kind of going, I don't know if I can, I can't, I just got injured, or I am just recuperating, how important is having a place like this to that mental well-being?
Well, even right now, just to this time and just right after Christmas, everybody's out there. New Year's resolution. It's great to come out and get some exercise, and this facility is great to get out and get a lot of support, but also do a lot of different workouts and stay active. And
having the equipment that's specifically designed, it's accessible, and having the staff, and I would imagine there's a certain camaraderie that happens as well amongst everyone here.
It's always great to go out with friends that you know, and great to come here and meet everybody, all your friends, and just keep on training with these equipment that are a little more easier for people with disabilities. Come up, stay active, and get a lot of exercises. So it's really great just to be the equipment-wise. It's just that's the biggest thing, that it's all accessible for everybody.
Well, thank you very much, and obviously that's how you keep in such good shape. Of course, we are here at the Physical Activity Research Center all morning long. There, Jody, coming up at about 10 to 9. We've got some more right from here in Vancouver at Park. That's right. Thanks very much, Jody. We're here at the Physical Activity Research Center, where it actually is more than just physical activity that people with spinal cord injuries can learn here. We find out how Spinal Cord Injury BC is partnering with them to make a difference. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, it's a hub of activity here at the Physical Activity Research Center. I actually feel kind of lazy. We got Yasmin, who came in for a little workout. Of course, we've got 3-time gold medalist Paralympian Richard is here. And you know what, Kristen, we're going to give you a bit of a break here. Come on out. Of course, we've been talking all morning long about the benefits of physical activity for those that have spinal cord injuries, of course, to assist with some of the secondary issues. But it's a lot more than that. Kristen, maybe share a little bit about what you've personally found to be the biggest challenge with spinal cord injury yourself.
I've always said that the biggest challenge that someone in a chair faces is the public's perception. There's a big, push to be inspiring and, oh wow, it's so great to see you doing it, and it's really no different. I mean, you either end up in an accident or a non-traumatic spinal cord injury, and basically you just need to live your life.
So obviously, again, physical activity is huge, but with the Spinal Cord Injury British Columbia, you have a partnership, again, with iCord. Yes, you got your sweatshirt on there. What else do you offer other than just physical activity and accessible equipment?
One of the biggest things we offer is a peer program, and Richard and myself are peer coordinators for the program. And what we do is we have a program at GF Strong, as well as around British Columbia, and we help those with recent spinal cord injuries and those continuing with spinal cord injuries to get out into the community and do events, and have the opportunity to meet other peers going through the same thing as them, and hopefully we can provide a little bit of assistance in how to keep going with their lives and get out there, be physically active. Park has been awesome for us because we support this facility, and it's given us the space to have an adaptive yoga that we run through the peer program, and we also do a cooking class in this fully adaptive kitchen behind you.
Well, it's all about complete wellness here for anyone out there that has a spinal cord injury. Maybe you're just trying to get back into the swing of things to have the life you had before, or you're starting a new program, which that's something everybody tends to want to do, especially around this time of year. Check out the resources here again at Park. For more details, Jody, people can go to their website. They've also got a free information session happening at I-Cord, happening on Monday. More details, again, you can check them out. Thanks a lot, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your workout.